What's up, Soundcloud? Thanks for listening to the Holiday Scoop podcast. I know it's been a while since anything's been uploaded, so thanks for subscribing so you can stay updated and get notified. As always, this is also on YouTube, so if you want a visual, by all means, subscribe to YouTube as well. But thanks for listening on SoundCloud. What's up, Holiday Scoop? I know it's been a while, especially since I've done this. Thanks for those of you that are watching on YouTube and those that are listening on SoundCloud. I'm thankful for both of my subscribers. As you can see, for those of you that are on YouTube, it's a little bit dark. I'm wearing a shirt from high school about my sad attitude for living, sad being students against destructive decisions, because you're meant to promote good decisions, which is sort of what we're going to talk about today. But it's good to be back. We're going to make this short and sweet. So basically, what's going on is I'm going to just talk from the heart today because those are clearly the best episodes. We're going to do a whole one take and then just put it online so everybody can listen to it. So I know my family will see this since it's going on YouTube, and it won't be just SoundCloud where it's strictly subscribers and you have to subscribe to see it, and it's not public like YouTube. But I'm going to work on trying to fix that. I don't know how yet, but I'm going to work on fixing it to make it more public. And really, I just want you to know that I'm trying. I know it doesn't mean much, but I want you to know that I'm trying to figure life out. And that is a hard pill to swallow. Metaphorically and literally speaking, life hurts. And it took me a long time to realize this, but it does hurt. Those of you that are loyal subscribers know that at one point I was so stressed that I ended up in the hospital. But life has been crazy madness lately. And I know the next question that most of y'all are going to be asking is, how has it been crazy madness? Caleb, you seem like you're doing great. You just went to a summer camp. We saw the fun videos. You were with kids. What do you mean it's crazy madness? I'm glad you asked. That's a great question. I'm happy to oblige. Answer that question. Thank you for asking that, my live feeders. But seriously, crazy madhouse of what's next. I was on a scholarship thingy and I lost the scholarship thingy because the company I had it with went through budget cuts, and it was cut significantly to where it would only help a little bit, and I was not paid fairly well anyways with the company, and felt that I was overworked and constantly under stress, and I didn't have the time to focus on being a college student when I was there. Now, I know that sounds silly because I was in school, but seriously, work seemed like a primary thing, and I had to work to stay in school, so school was always like the side thing, which wasn't bad. I didn't have any bad grades, and I did good in school, and I gave it the attention and all that. But like, I didn't do anything extra. I just did class. I did the assignments, and that was it. But it's good to, and I'm not ditching the company because they were helpful, but it's good that I'm not there anymore, and it's good to have the opportunity to be a college student and get to do extracurriculars. I'm in 2 clubs with the school, even though it's online. I'm being more involved with my own school rather than just doing school. But that's not a bad thing. And that's not like overwhelming of it all because I'm happy to do it. One of the clubs is like a social thingy to get to meet more students, and the other one is a Bible study. I'm just going to say it, to study the Bible and connect with other Christians that go to the same campus and not feel lonesome. Good things. Fully appreciative of both. I cannot express that enough. So you were saying, why am I dark? But bad thing is like this feeling of identity, of knowing what to do. Okay, so we all have these arrows in life. hear me out. We all have these arrows in life. There's even a song about it. It's called Follow Your Arrow. Great song. Highly recommend listening to it. Wherever it points, you should go for it. But sometimes you're blind and you don't know where the arrows are going. Or in my case, you see multiple arrows and they're all like this. They're like curved, they're pointing every which way. For those of you that are watching on YouTube, see what I'm doing with my hands. Those of y'all on Soundcloud, I'm pointing all the directions of life. And it's like every which way exact. And it's like, what do I do? And I want to give a shout out. This is going to sound silly, but those of you that know, my name is Caleb, but I feed off of my last name and call y'all my solid day scoopers. But there is this wonderful group that I'm going to give a shout out to called the Council of Calebs. It is fully an amazing little social media Facebook group that only CALEBs can be in, not the KALEBs, because they're a whole nother thing. And it's so funny, and it's just shout outs, making sure everybody in life is like doing their thing. I've been in it for a while now, but fully give a shout out for some helpful Caleb advice of different perspectives, and you got this, and don't be overwhelmed by the fact that you are being turned down kind of thing, even though it's super frustrating and annoying, and it's like all these interviews and all this work and this cover letter and these projects that I'm putting into this job that I'm applying for, whether it's an online job or an in-person job. It's neither here nor there. It's the fact that every last one tells me the same thing of, you have a great head on your shoulders and we wish you the best of luck. It's like, in the timing of the moment of life, this is not what I want to hear, but it's probably what I need to hear. And the whole acceptance of that need to hear that I just, it's sometimes, especially within the last couple days, it has helped just to scream. So I'm going to have all y'all do this with me. 3, 2, 1. Ah! Get that scream out. Scream into a pillow if you have to. Just ah! It helps. It's cheesy, but it helps. I taught the kids that. They appreciate it. It's kind of funny in the moment, but screaming helps. It just is that thing in life that you need to do sometimes. Whether you have to go stand outside your house, hold a pillow against your face and scream real loud so no one can hear you, or go outside and scream so loud that you want the world to hear you, just so you could get it out. Sometimes in life, you have to scream. I don't care if you're 5, 15, or 50. If you need to scream, go scream. Everybody does it. It's fine. It's just human to scream. Sometimes it helps. It always helps to scream sometimes. It's just necessary. But seriously, just trying to figure it out. It's a like conflicting moment. And you know I like the podcast, so I'm podcasting about it. I don't have great lighting, and it feels kind of like a darkness moment in life. So it kind of works out a little bit here and there. But I pray about it, and I hope for it. And it's just good to talk about it and get it out sometimes. I'm glad that's why I created this podcast in the first place, just to kind of get it out there. Sometimes I get other thoughts, but it's what it is what it is. And accepting what it is can be hard sometimes. And I just need to figure out, do I keep going for the film side? Do I keep going for the youth leadership side? Where's the like medium middle of all of this right now? And I don't know. Volunteering helps. It's good to be around kids, and they kind of inspire you to be that better person. But eventually the goal somewhere there, somewhere up yonder. I'm looking. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find the goal. It's up yonder. I can see it. It's there. I just don't know what I'm looking at yet, kind of thing. But somewhere their goal is to inspire others that you can do anything you want. You shouldn't limit yourself. And that's really hard to stick with it and just get there. I'm particularly inspiring kids and teaching in an industry that is just really, really hard to get into. But I'm working my way there and I'm studying and I'm going to meet with some more career people and I'm going to figure it out. So like I said before, it's that whole I need to understand life. Life is the hardest pill to swallow. It's not that allergy stuff that you take so you don't sneeze on people. It's not that weird stuff that you take so you can sleep. It's the life pill. The one that we all have to take that comes at us when we get a little bit old. Not like ancient, but not like middle-aged. You're kind of that in-between young and old stage. And it's just like, And I digress. I just digress. But that's why you have fun. You try not to stress, because if you're not having fun, you're going to be more stressed. And what you need to do is something only you can answer. Everybody in the world can give you some random advice. Everybody in the world can say, you do this or you do that. But you, and only you, can make the final decision for what it is you're going to do. If somebody tells you to jump off a cliff and they jump off the cliff, guess what? You do not have to jump off that cliff. You can stand your ground and be like, no, this cliff is too high up. I am not jumping. This is not the brightest idea. And you could defend your ground for as long as you want, because only you are you, and no one can change that. And if you get nothing else out of me venting, I want you to know that you can do anything you want, and you can't be forced to do anything just because somebody else does it. Forget the cliff analogy. If you don't want to work somewhere, but everyone else wants you to work there, you can say no. If you don't want to eat that slice of pizza because it looks funny and everyone else is telling you to eat that slice of pizza and somebody in the background's like, I dare you to eat that slice of pizza, guess what? You don't have to follow the dare. You do not have to eat that weird slice of pizza. It could have mushrooms on it. It could look funny. It could be smiling at you in a weird way because of the way the pepperoni is shaped. You do not have to eat that slice of pizza. And you can stand your ground. I want to thank all of my Solid A Scoopers, both on SoundCloud and YouTube, for listening and taking the time. I greatly appreciate it, and I want you to subscribe. But you know what? No matter how often I tell you to subscribe, I want you to keep in mind that you don't have to subscribe if you don't want to. It won't hurt my feelings. I appreciate it if you do, and I love you for it, but I'm not going to hate you any less if you don't subscribe. And I want you to never forget that you are you.